Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts, in my voice, on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now, So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow. So go ahead and hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. And turn on that little bell so that you get a notification every single time that I go live or I upload something new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You know what I wouldn't mind eating is that restaurant that me, you, and Jack went to, but I don't think that's right where we are.
No, that's back toward Tucker.
And I ain't really trying to spend that kind of money. It'd be $35 before you know it for one person. I mean, the food is good, but today is not a $35 day.
What is today?
Today is a $15 a person. Okay.
Is this a back one?
Uh-huh. So I just got off the phone with Legra about our Virgin cruise that we're going to do next year. She said, I was sitting here working on your numbers right now. I'm having it to you this evening. I said, no, I was just calling to let you know that I mentioned it today on the live and they seem to be interested. And she said, oh, okay, good. So I said, I told them that we're going to look at a couple different destinations and we all will vote on where we want to go. And then we'll start setting it up so that, we can start putting our deposits in and all that stuff. So for those of you who may be wondering too, if you don't already know, you can also do travel insurance. So let's just say, because I know it's not until next August, if something comes up and you can't go, you can get your money back if you do travel insurance.
And it's not expensive.
And so, but what I was just saying to Elliot is, because Elliot wants to do Virgin too. We had just been talking about all of this. And Elliot was like, yeah, because he had a credit on your cruise this time.
Well, I'm going. Mine is in January.
Oh, yeah. So he's doing 6 days. And for each day, there's like a credit for each day that you're on the cruise, and it goes towards your drinks. Your
$50, $300 credit. $300 total credit for the cruise.
Right. And so, and then Legra was saying she's been on Virgin already, and she's saying their drinks are not like overpriced where you would go through that $300. You know, like when you do go to some places, the drinks be like $20, $25. You know what I'm saying? Where she said, no, they're affordably priced, and it's not. And then also your tips are included too.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with the $300.
Right.
I don't drink.
Right. But you don't even,
it's worth it.
Yeah, you don't have to pay tips.
Well, you do comparisons with Royal Caribbean, and Virgin falls to me in between Princess and Royal Caribbean as far as value for what you're getting. But Virgin beats them because their cabin prices is per cabin. Whereas I'm looking at a suite on some of the other ones, but not even a suite, a balcony. You're spending $1,000 per person, so you're spending over $2,000 for a balcony. When on Virgin, depending on the cruise, you're getting I got ours for $14,
right, for
2 people,
right.
We have a balcony,
right, and that's $700 a person.
Yep.
But yeah, and then you're
plus I'm getting a $300 drink credit. So if I drink, I'm really spending $1,100 because I got $300 worth of drinks. I wish I could sell it. Anybody want to buy some drinks?
Right. I'm gonna sell you this for $200. You get $300, like food stamps. I really hope we can do this. I really think this will be nice. I've always been kind of like reticent to do like a group trip. I really was. That's really why I've never done it. But I think this will be nice because on a cruise ship, we could have like activities like playing, like we can give out an itinerary. And like, cause we could do the itinerary like on that night before we cruise, like in Miami at the hotel that we all gonna stay in, have our little happy hour, a little meet and greet, welcome thing. And we can hand out an activity sheet and be like, okay, these are the dates that we have activities. If you want to attend, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. And then like, cause you're on a cruise, you can do all the stuff that you want to do. Yeah, like you go whatever restaurants you want to go to. And if we all gonna meet for dinner or breakfast or something, we can. And if not, we don't. We can just, have different things that we do together and things we do separately. And then you can bring people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that would be really, really cool.
And Virgin is preferred because it's
children.
Adult only.
No children. I need to be turning right here.
Oh, yes, you do, because you're going back over 85.
Well, somebody let me over.
The police didn't even let us over, bastard.
Sitting on top of the world.
I didn't realize these glasses were this dirty.
I think I got a cloth in here. Yeah, there it is.
We're going straight, right? You don't need to bend this lane.
This turns where I am?
This turns. You see the turning lane, and it's going 85 north.
Oh, let me get in front of that truck. Didn't know time the world, time of the world, time of the world. Did you want to clean mine while you're doing yours? I could have stayed in that lane and gone forward.
It does say going north. I just read the sign. These fucking new way. Give me them things.
Feeling a little snackish.
You just ain't.
Okay, that's why I said a snack.
That means another meal.
No. It means a snack.
You jumping down here in that.
I was going to say, be easy in that little Sentra. Oh, that's a Mitsubishi. That ain't even no Sentra.
Do they make that one anymore?
I don't even think they make Mitsubishi. Do they make Mitsubishi cars still?
They do. It's just
but they ain't got a hubcap on that car.
They've just
Not a hubcap, bitch.
Your vehicle represents what your house look like.
Oh.
I mean, on the outside. Now, I don't mean if it's dirty, but if you're driving a car with dents and shit in it, that means you really don't care.
Does that mean that?
That's what I say. My mom always used to say, if your car is dirty on the inside, you got stuff all over the seat, that means you got rooms in your house, you do the same thing.
Oh, that's a mess. Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks on this side, nothing on this side. I need something on this side.
You don't need either one of those.
Says the lady who was at the IHOP at 12:30 this morning.
And still got a few pancakes left, and a half of a.
Well, how many pancakes did you get if you got a few left?
You liked it?
Oh, yes. Sitting on top of the world. If I lived there, would you ever come visit?
No. The guy who was my masseuse for years, he moved up here. Babe, I stopped coming. I came once. And I was like, I can't do that. That's a 45 to an hour drive just because you got to drive up 85, then get off 85 on Jimmy Carter, go another 25 minutes. No, we're not doing that.
That's a mess. I think this is it around here. Maybe right around this corner. That's why I was living at 227. But I came
all the way from Hateville up here to
I didn't have a car, so he was driving.
Where was he living?
Around the corner from me.
What kind of shit is that? You passed 1 million barbers to get up here.
It was some Dominicans that we came to.
Oh.
And remember, all of the barbers were closed.
So they were one of the few that was open?
Yeah. Because
you had a mask?
No. And I never got COVID. And if I did, I was asymptomatic.
You got it. Just annoying.
I have a very, very strong immune system.
According to COVID don't give a damn about your immune or your system.
Well, I ain't never had it.
That you had no symptoms.
Well, same difference.
No, it's not.
I was never on the sick and shut-in list.
Well, I had it, but I wasn't hospitalized, but I had a few symptoms.
Well, that's because weren't you a preemie?
So this barber that y'all came on, what was his price? It's like $10?
No, it was like 25, something like that.
During COVID?
Yeah, which was also cheaper than all of the other barbers. Because, I mean, even then, I was paying $35.
Think about that. That was less. That was 3 years ago.
Right.
Prices have gone from that for a haircut to
50.
What? No more than 50.
Well, most of the ones now are like 50, but you do have some that are like
60 and
$65, $100.
So they've tripled in some cases.
And my thing is, hear me out. I do feel like it's 2023. We can't still be paying what I paid when I was in college. You know what I'm saying?
10.
Which was $10, $15. Yes. You know what I'm saying? People can't live off of that. But I like to get my hair cut every week or every 2 weeks. But generally I go every week. But like sometimes, like this week, the show is this weekend. I got it cut bald on the side.
You were just saying, I need to get my hair cut.
Well, I went the other day and got it cut. But what I'm saying is this weekend, since I had it cut and I had him cut it extra close on the sides, I may just do a line. A line is just, and he'll shape all of this up. A line is just $25.
For a shape up.
Right, he'll trim me up and he'll smooth this down and, but I may just do a line this weekend. Because then next weekend, I'm going home for my Mother's Day. Isn't that next week?
Oh.
Is that next week?
Yeah, because then Glory goes back on Tuesday. And we'll be no, it's the following week.
No, it's the following week. So then I'll probably just get a line, and then I may wait and get a haircut when I go home for that. So I'll go 2 weeks that time. But like I like to get, and I'm not paying $100 every time I go get my hair.
I just think about the amount.
But I do think that the cost of living has changed. They have families, they got children, they may want to go to college, and
I just always say budget things because you look at that. I'm all for maintenance because I'm high maintenance, not as high as you. But
you tried it.
You're higher than me. Your maintenance is higher than mine.
don't know how you figure that.
You just made a very valuable statement. You get your hair cut how often? Okay. I made my case.
How often you get yours cut? Oh, how often you cut yours?
If Ty don't cut it, and when Ty cuts it, I can go a few weeks because I can line it up and fade it.
See, I don't know how to line mine. How often do you line yours?
At least once a week.
All right then, but bitch, it's the same thing. I'm just
not.
paying somebody to do it because I don't know how to do it.
You
You doing the same thing. You just do it yourself.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. If I knew how to cut mine, I would do my shit every week.
So you just got a haircut before you went to Houston, then you came back and got a shape up last week or the other day?
I didn't get a haircut when I came up from Houston.
You just said you just got a that ain't your Houston haircut. I saw the pictures.
Right. When did I go to Houston?
When I left, you left the same day I left. Saturday, the 23rd of September.
Okay, so it was that when I went to get my haircut for Houston, I hadn't been for 2 weeks.
But since you've been back from Houston.
I went one time. That was the other day.
That's my point.
Well, that was a week ago. I said I get a cut every week.
I haven't been anywhere.
And what I'm saying is this week, instead of getting a haircut, I'm just going to let them do a line. Let him do a line. And then I'll probably go 2 weeks this time because I'm probably going to wait until I go home.
Yeah, you'll get it cut before you go home.
Yeah, right before I go home. But that's that ain't next week. That's the week after.
Okay, I hear you. Well, it is less maintenance than when you shaved it. Because you was doing, when you shaved your head, how often were you shaved? Yeah.
Bitch.
I
was doing that on my own because who can't do that?
Well, some people fuck that up too.
Right. I was damn near doing that.
There go the other American Freight.
Oh, okay.
The Sears outlet.
Aren't we on like Mountain Industrial?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've been in this.
There used to be a Sears outlet.
Yeah, I've been in there before when I was buying my appliances for this house. But when I was shaving my own head bald, I was doing that shit like every other day.
Was it?
Bitch, that shit comes back quick.
Was it itching when it came back?
No, it didn't itch, but it just felt stubbly. You know what I mean? And then you could see it coming in.
But see, think about that now. You sitting there talking about, and that's what I'm talking about, your maintenance. You got a head full of hair now trying to get your edges to come back twice. But when you were bald, you didn't want stubble. What the hell is that about? But now you wanted to.
Because it's supposed to be bald.
Well, what's wrong with
you don't want them little pricklies in there?
Why not?
It doesn't look clean.
Mike is doing he's on his 4th survey, honey, in the last 2 weeks. Pay for your stay, it's working for him.
Tell him he owed me some money.
I'm glad he doing something.
I'm sorry, I don't even remember what you're talking about. Here, can you email her that?
Nah, I'm the secretary.
Well, I'm driving. I'm trying to be safe. Oh, I could have ran into that Publix and got me a little piece of water.
No, you could not. Use your words.
Fruit roll-ups. Do they have gelatin in them?
I don't know. You eat that?
I haven't had one in decades, but I was just thinking.
You just got a craving for a fruit roll-up?
I got a taste for something sweet.
Fruit roll-up.
I need something else to eat. Quiet as it's gone.
You just ate a whole grouper.
Child, that was the only day I've eaten today.
Okay, I just had a salad today. No, it's not true. You ate after midnight, then you ate. And I had a half a pancake and a half of a omelet, so don't go there.
Nah, it's a half.
That's what it was yesterday, a half.
A real half or your kind of a half? I know one thing. I need to call Dunkin' Donut corporate and be like, girl, why did y'all take that roasted tomato off of the...
It's too much work to prepare.
What?
Yes, it is. Think roasted?
They put the shit in the oven anyway.
But the tomatoes are roasted. When they put it in the oven to do that toast, those tomatoes is already done. It's just a garnish on top of it. They're not roasted.
No, what I'm saying
toast.
is, yes, I think those tomatoes go in the oven when they put that toast in there.
Roasted tomatoes take a longer time to roast in it. And I'm not.
But what I'm saying is, I think they come to them roasted, and then I think they put them.
They
on top
heat them
of
up.
right when they put it in the oven. So what's the problem?
It could be the price for that product is too high, trust me.
Well, they ain't took nothing off the price now that they don't motherfucking put tomatoes.
Well, they gotta
on
make
there.
a fucking profit. If they leave that, if the price of the roasted tomatoes go up for them to ship them, that's money coming out of their profit because they gotta increase the price of that toast.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if the toast, let's say, was $3.89 with roasted tomatoes, bitch, you don't put no roasted tomatoes on there. It no longer needs to be $3.89.
They're not gonna. Now you know that they're not gonna reduce none. Are they reducing rent?
Well, that's different.
No, we haven't gotten to Covington. This is Memorial Drive coming all the way up. I know where I am now. Covington is further down. How I know these areas? Because when I first moved here, I was everywhere.
You were a whore.
I was.
You had dates all around.
Well, and this is how I learned the city.
Being a whore. I learned the city by working for MARTA, the transit company. So how were you meeting these people? The chat line?
No, it was no
The club?
The club. Lolo's and Tracks. And people would say, oh, I live in Stone Mountain. And I'd be like, I know where that is, but I don't know how to get there. I stayed at that Hampton Inn back there one time because when I first came to go out of town, I was trying to find an inexpensive hotel. And they took me all the way up here, and a bitch had to go all the way down to the airport. I was just like, why the fuck did I stay all the way up here? But it was cheaper because it was in Stone Mountain, but it was a 45-minute drive from the airport.
So back to you being a whore. No.
I'm honest about my whoreship.
You know who's not honest about being a whore? Is Ryan.
How did he get thrown in this?
Because it just triggered me.
Castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil, and wherever it penetrates it can break up lumps, bumps, adhesions. So great for cysts in the breast, for breast cancer, great for irritable bowel, great for constipation. It's very good at breaking up stones in the gallbladder, kidney stones, bone spurs. If the bone spur has been there 3 years, it might take 3 months. If the bone spur's been there 3 months, it might take 3 weeks. Little by little, the body heals, so be patient. A compress, it's like a little pack. The thicker the pack, the more castor oil it can hold, and the more castor oil can go into you. It's going to take a little while to soak in. And what I do is I basically do the middle third, because as it soaks in, it'll spread out a little bit further. I can't hold that up now, but probably in about 15 minutes I will be able to hold it up. You see, it's such a thick oil, it just sits on top. So you've got to give it time to soak through. I haven't covered it because then there's no leeway for the excess oil to go. And also when it goes on your hot body, the oil will thin and spread out a little bit more. So you want to give a little bit of room for spreading. This compress can be used maybe every day for a month, and then you might make another one, because it's not drawing anything out of you. It's just a vehicle to hold the oil so it can go into you. And this size I've made here, that's a great size for chest, for congested chest. That's a great size for abdomen, and that could be cysts on the ovaries, it could be fibroids in the uterus, it could be constipation, it could be irritable bowel. So that's a nice size for those areas. How long would it take? Well, it depends how big it is, and it depends how long it has been there. Consistency is the key.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig TheWriter Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you first-hand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig TheWriter Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig TheWriter. Do it now.